Good morning, good morning, good morning. I feel better. I'm sounding better. I'm getting there, but I just placed an order with DoorDash to get my Barkley, and I'm going to start coughing. Good morning. Hi, Chantel. Hi, Bambi. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Gamecock Jenny. Good morning. Today is former President Carter's state funeral, and hi, Wisco Gal. Wisco Gal, I saw what you sent to me. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but as a matter of fact, I'm going to pull it and we can look at it. Good morning. Hi, Vault. Vault says, good morning, everybody. She's sorry she can't tag. Good morning. Sophie, that stream you did yesterday was really good on Lori. Good morning, Island Girl. Did you hear I'm using my honey that you sent to me? I've been using my honey. Good morning, Snuggle Bunny. Aaron, good morning. Gwen, good morning, sweetie. Michelle, good morning. Aesop's, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, Jimmy Carter services have begun, but I'm just gonna show you his arrival. I guess I can say it like that. His arrival. But let me go. Excuse me. Oh shit, I had it. Oh, there it is. Sorry. I have it. And I just wanted to go back to where he arrives. Right about here. I've been watching this morning. Rest in peace. Jimmy has went all over the place. Yes, that honey is really good. Good morning, Sweets and Beyond. Good morning. Good morning, Aaron. Oh, the service is on TikTok now? Yeah, I'm watching it on the AP, and this man has traveled. He has traveled. His motorcade has been everywhere. And is fitting for the 39th, the longest living president. Our 39th president. So I just wanted to pay him some
A
respect.
few years ago,
I've been watching
Washington,
since
but turned his
they
attention
started
instead to
his
global
official
outreach and a humanitarian effort across the
from
world
Athens,
that culminated
well,
for him
playing
personally with the
Athens,
Nobel Peace
Atlanta.
Prize in
I've
2002.
watched his motorcade. I watched when they stopped in front of his boyhood home, um, which has now been re. It's been well, it's part of his national monument and everything else, but they have redid the home to reflect what it looked like when he lived there.
Afforded
Um,
to reflect
he's going to be buried
the nation
at in
itself.
Plains, Georgia, right next to Roslyn.
And so
You
Jimmy
can
Carter,
see
the,
his
the
plot from his
humble
front
peanut
porch.
farmer from Plains, as he ran for office in
So
1976.
This
Amy
is
Carter, Rosalind Carter, and their family members, notably their youngest daughter, Amy, who was
DC
elementary school
Today.
aged at the time, got out of the presidential limousine after his inauguration to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue
So
toward
just
the
wanted to
White
share
House.
that
And
with
that
you
has
guys,
become
but we're going to
a
discuss
more
these
standard
fires,
part of what we
and
see
we're going
on
to discuss
Inauguration
this
Day.
nurse that
Possibly.
has been really, she has really, really got underneath my skin. I want to show you guys this woman's picture. Her name is Erin. I don't know you guys have, because I posted it on my in my videos. But this happened in 2022. Do you know this woman was suspended with pay? Good morning, Jennifer. This is Erin. Is she pretty? Rosalind is a beautiful name. Jennifer, I hope you're doing okay. This is Erin Strotman. Okay. Nurse. She was at Henrico County. They launched this investigation. Oh my God. This was happening in 2022. They suspended her with pay. With pay. 26 years old. She was breaking babies, breaking bones of babies in the NICU. And let me specify, Black babies in the NICU. Black babies in the NICU. Now, they had opened an investigation and then they closed it. Okay? Then the police got involved. And all the babies that were injured are boys. So one of the fathers, I think his name was Hackney, they were accusing him of doing this to his son in the hospital. Child Protective Services got involved and they sent him a letter letting him know that it wasn't him. His son was injured in the hospital. They thought the father did this to his own child. She also did it to twin boys. There was a newborn baby that suffered numerous injuries in different months. These kids are prematurely born. They're in the NICU, and this nurse is breaking their bones. There's a baby in NICU. There's a picture of him with a cast on his leg. So these kids, it was 2023, not 2022. We're in 2025 now. So she had a year with pay. The abuse all happened in 2023. You have a woman that went to school for nursing, put in all these years, get licensed, all this training, and this is what you do to newborn babies. So she was arrested in November. She was charged with malicious wounding. What? She's being held without bail, and she goes back to court on March 24th of 2025. She needs to be in prison. How do you call that malicious wounding? Well, they did check the cameras in November. That's when they started checking cameras. Hi, Christoph. Good morning. I do. I feel better. That concoction I was drinking is getting all of this stuff out of my system. Jennifer, whatever you want to say about this nurse, you can go right on ahead and say it. You have to specialize to be in a NICU unit, don't you, Jennifer? So she's a pediatric nurse. And she's in the NICU. She specializes. Good morning, damn it, Mandy. Good morning. And they were all Black babies, boys. Thank you. It was purposefully done. These babies are already struggling to survive. They're born premature, struggling, and you have this piece of shit right here, Aaron Stratman, right here. And when the families were told about her, they all remembered her because they said she used to wear a lot of bangs. So they all knew who she was. Can you imagine hurting people's kids and then you're standing in their face? Well, it happens. People kill people's kids. And they're standing there smiling and grinning in their face. That people kidnap kids and they're part of the search crew to help find them. Good morning, Marcia E. You need NICU certificates. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. You need those certs. All your training. 26 years old. You a psycho bitch. You deserve whatever comes your way. I think malicious wounding is a little too light. I That's not a felony, but she's in jail with no bond. No bond. You were injuring innocent kids that were under your care. It's like this cursed, crazy ass nurse that was killing all these babies. At least she didn't go that damn far. There you go. Well, the twins are now walking because one twin had a broken bone on one leg, the other one had another broken bone on the other leg, and they're now 16 months. They're reaching their milestones. That's the Hackney family, whose father was accused of abusing his children in the hospital. Well, they said she's 26. She doesn't look 26 to me, but they're saying she's 26. My granddaughter is a nurse now. She's graduated. And I think she's taken more courses, and she's 23. And she's going to be specializing. And I forgot what field she's specializing in. I'm a bad grandmother. Um, but she's specializing. So again, she needs additional charges and being in a position to say exactly. But the doctors, I'm trying to figure out how this hospital suspends her with pay. That's why whenever you hear about all these cops that are beating and first thing I want to know, they've been suspended. Are they getting paid? because you're just sitting at home collecting a check for your bad deeds. She's getting her full check, minus the overtime, for doing this to these babies. Okay? That's what she was doing. Let's take a look at these let's take a look at these fires. Hold on, let me get here because I don't want to look at her anymore. Let me get her off my screen. And I definitely don't want to see her anymore. I read she was 26. Maybe the news article was wrong. They always protect shift workers. This is the reason she gets paid pending. That's the reason she gets paid pending investigations. Okay. What she could be in a union, and that's what I didn't see your comment, Snuggle. I didn't see that, but then I saw Jennifer's. So let's look at these fires right now. And then all of these actors, they are losing. Let's look at this. I was looking at my videos last night of my ride on this.
So, yeah, it's our fight does continue there. We are going to go now to Gigi Graciette. She has been covering the Palisades fire for the past couple of days. Certainly, cell phone signals have been an issue in that area, but she joins us now from her her cell phone to give us an update on the situation there. And I know that Gigi, you're on the move, right?
That's right. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, everyone. We're on Terry Street right now, and we were here yesterday. This is right across the street from the homes, are right across the street from Corpus Christi Catholic Church and School. And we were here yesterday when firefighters were desperately pulling water from a swimming pool to save one of the homes across the street from the school, while another home was fully engulfed. And hopefully we have video to show you. I could see the frustration firefighters' faces. There was no water. Now, firefighters, they're assigned certain details, certain blocks, certain areas. They don't know the logistics. They don't know the reason why there was no on this block. As the church, one of the buildings, the church property, burnt as this house, and I'm sitting in front of the house, and I was here yesterday when it was still standing. It is no longer standing. There is one wall up as far as I can see, and the rest of the house has completely collapsed. And when you look at the home on the map, see it was just a gorgeous house, very large, and it's left in rubble.
On the hill.
Oh, yeah, we're looking at some pictures right now. Tell us the situation, Gigi. I know you've been there yesterday. You know, we're hoping that with the winds backing down, that perhaps firefighters today might be able to turn a corner. How are the winds looking like at this hour?
You know, we felt a couple of gusts here, but nothing as severe as what we saw yesterday. And, of course, that is a good thing. Earlier I mentioned that we drove in from Santa Clarita, where it was so windy yesterday, the San Fernando Valley, the flatland, Van Nuys, Sherman Oaks.
I was in Santa Clarita, and I can tell you when I was there, it does get cold in California, and the wind is horrible in California. Okay? So when I tell you I was on this highway, we traveled this way to go to Santa Clarita, and this is crazy.
Yesterday was so windy, but today, Bob, the air was still, there was no wind as we drove in here to Pacific Palisades. We do get a gust occasionally, but nothing compared to what we saw yesterday. That said, when you're up on those ridges, the ridges that Sue Mundell was over in Sky Fox just a short while ago, it is a whole different situation. Samada also described it very eloquently. Fire does create its own weather. So on those ridges, it is extremely windy, and it is sending those flying. And as firefighters tell you, embers, the ember cast it's called, can travel as far as a mile to 5 miles.
Exactly.
And that can start off new fires. So as officials tell us, we're not out of the woods yet. The situation is much different today, Bob, and we're hoping for the best, hoping that they can use this downtime, this calm time before winds come back next week, to get a handle on this fire, which has grown to the size. I was looking at an article, Bob, from the New York Times this morning, and when you look at the combination of 3 fires and the acreage burned, according to the Times and their mathematical calculations, it would be equivalent to 20,000 football fields.
Wow.
And earlier, Seth and Brooke, they were looking at maps and things, and it was basically this fire is larger than Manhattan in New York when you look at the acreage. And that gives you an idea of how big this fire is. And when those damage assessment teams are able to get in and walk these neighborhoods, they will see what we saw yesterday. Toyopa Drive, a residential street, block after block after block, Bob, with no houses standing.
My
just
goodness.
burned to the ground.
Look at this.
Grocery stores that they go to, that everyone frequents there. As much as LA is a big and a very large community, you know, there's all these individual sort of villages, and the Palisades Village is certainly that. People know each other. It's there. So to see these grocery stores burned to the ground, things have been there for decades upon decades. Palisades Village, it is so incredibly heartbreaking and devastating, and it's going to take a long time for this community economically, emotionally to recover from this. I think that with daylight now, and they're going to get some more shots from the air, we're going to really see this large swath of devastation.
Let me okay, yeah, so we're not going to watch Jimmy Carter's funeral. Hold on, let me show you this one.
One of the people who did evacuate yesterday is actor James Woods, who is in Beverly Hills.
We all know who James Woods is, right? That's my boy right there. James Wood.
Thank you for joining us. Talk to us. What have you seen?
Well, we were literally in the exact epicenter of the fire as it started. That's actually a view from my porch.
Yep, this
that's
is a
the
video
house
you
one
shot.
below us on fire. Yeah. My neighbor called and he said a fellow named Robert Trinkteller was about 5 houses up. You have to understand, the Palisades is almost like an old-fashioned neighborhood. Sidewalks, all the neighbors know each other. Yeah. We all have each other's phone numbers, and people are very aware that we're in a fire zone. And in fact, I had said day before yesterday, to my wife, Sarah, I said, that guy on the hillside hasn't cut down his grass. They got to cut down that brush because there's going to be a fire. And that's the person who didn't cut that brush was the person, that fire you're looking at right now. That's my pool right there. That was the brush below us that was not cut. And so we went out. I had a record of the call. In 17 minutes later, we were evacuated with the clothes on our back. Our garage door wouldn't open because the wind was so bright it torqued the door, and we finally got out. When we got to the bottom of the hill, I said, oh my God, we have a neighbor who's 94 years old who has dementia. And I said, there were no cars on the driveway, and we would go over and help him get in his chair, sometime if he fell with the caregiver. But I knew he was in the hospital, and I don't know, God was on his side. I decided to call his son in Massachusetts and said, hey, Francis, just to be sure, your dad's still in the hospital, right? He said, no, he got home last night. And there's a new caregiver, and I don't have the number. And they wouldn't let us back up. So I finally got through to 911 and said, a welfare check, you got to go check on this guy. Well, there was a miscommunication. And I called my neighbor who hadn't evacuated yet. He was on his roof, fighting his fire. He'd been on my roof. He'd hosed my roof down. I said, go in and check on him. He went. He said, the door's open. There's nobody here. He went in and yelled. He said, no, nobody here. I said, look, just go behind the pantry. There's a little room. We can see him during the day. He likes to sit there because there's a garden. He went in and found him. He'd been left alone.
Oh, my God.
Okay. And it turned out the fire department made the new caregiver leave, and she just does what she was told. They said, we're coming back for him. Well, they hadn't come back for him. I'm hoping that they would have. But, there was so much chaos. It was like an inferno. Every house was on fire around us. And, he got him out, and the house burned down about an hour later.
Oh my
He would
God.
have been in there alone. It was just. And then Robert called us and told us that house had gone, and the house below that, and then the house on the other side. And then at 11:49 last night, all the smoke alarms in our house alerted our phones that our house that we had just renovated for 3 years and had just finally moved into about 3 months ago. All the smoke alarms are going off, so that's
His house is
hardly a good sign. So I'm not sure, but it wouldn't make any difference because the whole street's burned down. So I mean, even if you go back to your home, look, we knew what was coming, and when we were out on our driveway, I looked, and the smoke was so black. It was a house across the street was on fire. The house next door was on fire, and all the black smoke was down there, and the schools are down there. And I said to Sarah, we can't go down there because they're trying to evacuate the schools, and we'll just be in the way. And here's the thing that's so important. People have got to evacuate when they tell you to evacuate.
Yep.
Because if
Even
you
in
don't
hurricane.
evacuate and you think you're going to be out there with your little garden hose, stopping a conflagration with flames 80 feet high in 90-mile-an-hour winds, you're not going to be helping. You're just going to be stopping the firefighters who do such an amazing job. And you've got to be out of the way, man.
James Woods,
You've just got to get out of the way and let them do their jobs. And yes, maybe your home's going to burn down, but let me tell you what's more important than your home is your 94-year-old neighbor and your fellow across the street who's trying to help you, and all the friends and family who've been calling all day. And yes, we're safe. And yes, I think everybody on our street survived, although I can't get a hold of Robert. And I called a friend of mine who lived in Malibu, in Mandeville Canyon, and she had called me, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, you got to get out of there, Carol." She said, "Oh, well, we're miles from you." I said, "But we're packed, we're ready, because people who live in fire zones are ready. You got to be ready to go." And as ready as we were, everything I own is in this room. Every single thing that I own is in this room. We got a basket of laundry, glasses, pills, and the keys to our car, and that's it.
I just can't stop also thinking about your neighbor, and if you hadn't intervened, what would have happened?
I mean, how about Robert, who in the middle of the house
do you
is on
leave
fire
a
next door?
94-year-old
Our deck was
man
on
by
fire, and the guy
himself?
ran into the house and got it.
Because they
I
told
was
you
just
to
blessed that
evacuate.
God said, "Hey, call his son and just be sure."
Yeah.
And his son didn't know about it, because then the fire, he's, "Oh my God," and he's trying to get out here, and there's no flights. And then we couldn't find him because he has dementia. So they put him in a hospital somewhere. And then he called me at 2 o'clock this morning, said, "I found him," because I said, "Go to St. John's. He'll probably be there." And we were able to track when Robert had texted me so that we knew. But by the way, I'm sure the paramedics were coming. It wasn't like they said, "Oh, we're going to just leave this guy here." So I want to make that clear. It was just a matter of timing. And the poor caregiver, I'm sure, was doing exactly what she was ordered to do. It was just one of those scary things. I mean,
But I wouldn't have left that man, though. I would have said, "You got to get him out of
imagine
here."
how great the Los Angeles Fire Department and the Los Angeles Police Department and the Sheriff's Department and the DWP, these people are out there fighting, man. That's I'm standing in my driveway. See that flame? I'm standing in my driveway looking up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, the planes were going over, and it was like.
What were
and it
you
was a clear
thinking as you're
shot.
out there shooting this right outside of your home? I mean,
Yep, I
goes
was
through your
like
mind?
You know what I was
recorder
thinking?
as well.
I'll tell you what I was thinking. I'm from Rhode Island, and a friend of mine was the guy who did all the remediation for the. You remember the station fire where 100 people burned to death in a nightclub fire? Mm-hmm. And this is true. There were people in the doorway who had tried to get out, and there were people who were
That's what I'm
literally
saying.
2 feet in the pile of bodies who got out and survived by being debris, and the other people next to them died. And all I remember thinking is, man, when I was a kid, our house burned down. I was 6 years old. It goes up in seconds, not hours, not
Mm-hmm.
let's go. Let's get that picture that Uncle Tina Tina sent us of the kid. Get out of the house, get in the car, get out of the way, and let them do their job. Your house will go up like a
And
matchbook.
that's what he did.
Because it
And
sounds
luckily,
like,
we were.
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, know your neighbors, have a plan. I mean, thank God our neighbors, Havisa, Robert, Stephanie across the street, Francis next door. All our neighbors are all checking with each other. Are you out? Are you safe? Are your pets out? Everybody was taking care of everybody. We were on the roof of our house before the fire. We thought it wasn't going to be this bigger fire. You always worried about embers. There was a fellow up the street who's working on the house. And I said, "Hey, man, would you come on our roof and help us? I'll pay you." He goes, "You don't have to pay me, man." He was one of the workers, and he did it. And I insisted, take something. And no, it's just wanted to help, man. It's just
He could
people
take a
people
dime.
helping
He wanted
people.
to help
But
him.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's,
our beautiful little house, it's like we've been in a hotel all through COVID. This lovely hotel, people are so great, take care of us yesterday, and we were fixing our house, and we finally had it done, and we were swimming every day, and my blood pressure was going down, and if you ever saw the views from that house before this fire, they were just, it was. I posted it today on X. It was paradise, and our neighbors are, we
Look
knew
at
them
this
all.
shit.
Now it's all.
yeah, it's a reminder anything can be just taken away in an instant. So much is out of your control. And as you're there, you were taking that video and you're seeing how quickly it's all happening. You must have been wondering, how am I going to
All
get
I
out
saw
of here
MRE was
safely? I mean,
live
I know our CNN crews
this
dealt with the
morning
same situation.
when I got up for a bit, but
Well, let me
I
tell you,
went in and I
I'm
was
standing in the
listening.
driveway, and all of a
I
sudden they
didn't
said,
say
"Sir, the
hi or
planes are going
anything.
over." They dropped the
He was
retardants, but they're
talking with
like,
swords and
it's like
uh,
those planes aren't, 2,000 feet. They're
holding
like 40
arms.
feet over your house. And I was
And
looking
that's
down.
all
The
I heard.
fire was the black, and you could see the flames. The house is on fire. The house is on fire. And then over by the hillside where Robert had shown me where he said, "Look, come to my house. Look at this fire." As soon as I saw that fire, I said, "With this wind, we're out of here. We've got to get out of here and make sure everybody's safe." And I was looking, and I said, "That smoke is white. This smoke is black. It's moving this way. We've got to go that way because white smoke means that they got the fire out, at least, the major part of it, and we'll be out of the way of the congestion." And as soon as we got down the hill, we finally got into the Sunset congestion. It's 9 miles to Beverly Hills. It takes us usually about 25 minutes. Took 2.5 hours. And you have to understand, somebody didn't charge their car, their electric car, didn't put gas in their gasoline car, and now they're on Sunset. Oh, I got to abandon my car, and now the fire trucks can't get through, and now people can't walk. When we couldn't get our garage door open because the wind was blocking, because our door goes up like this, I said, "Oh my God, we're up in the hills here. And we got to walk out." I can't walk. I'm 77 years old, man. I can't walk up these hills. It's like Mount Everest here. It's like, pretty steep. So, it's just you. I posted this on X, but Sarah was on with her 8-year-old niece last night. And she came out.
Hold on, let me get my
I'm sorry.
video.
Just, one day you're swimming in the pool, and the next day it's all gone. But she came out with her little Yeti piggy bank for us to rebuild our house.
Oh. Oh my gosh. James Woods, we all hope that you will be able to rebuild your house, maybe starting with that little Yeti piggy bank. And we're just glad that you're okay and your wife is okay.
I'm sorry.
You have your
I'm
lives.
usually.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is real and it's raw.
I thought I
and
would
you,
be stronger than this.
you don't need, you are, you know what? Strength is not measured by whether, you hold in crying or not. Strength is what you are doing now and helping your neighbors. And
Let me just take this off the screen. We were going to Palisades, and that was that one. Look at that. There's another video of the houses on the hill, and just this is just this is horrible. But they found the old man. He was in the hospital, and shit happened so fast, so fast. But when I saw James Woods and I was listening, I didn't get to the part where the old man and how he was left. What happened to James? Wait a minute. What did James Wood do? I know he has a nasty attitude. What did he do? He's a bold racist who was even dropped by his agent because of it. He also said he feels all Palestinians should die. He said that? Wait a minute. He said that? Now, everybody's talking about the Zachary Bryan, um, who was on Home Improvement. I guess people are forgetting this man has had so many DUI arrests. He's had he's been arrested before for domestic violence, and now he's been evicted from his Myrtle Beach home after his arrest on January 1st or 2nd. He's been arrested. I mean, not arrested, he's been evicted. Okay? So he was arrested on New Year's Day for domestic violence in Myrtle Beach. He was also arrested last year? Hold on. It was like 10 months ago. He was arrested for again assaulting another woman. He was arrested in Oregon. He was arrested in Idaho. All these are DUIs. This is him 10 months ago in the back of a police car. That's Zachary for assaulting a woman. He even says in this video, once he gets out of this, he's getting out of this town.
Hot for you back there?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good.
You're good?
This was a cute little boy from Home Improvement.
Bill out like super soon. I'm getting the f out of this city.
I didn't know James Wood said that. I need to see
So
that article.
up. I don't know why you guys
I
did
love
this
him as
to
an
me.
actor.
Well, I didn't do it to you.
She's so pissed, huh?
That's Zachary.
She's so mad.
Let me get a picture of Zachary from Home Improvement.
It is what it is.
Let me show you what he used to look
Pretty
like.
up, dude. I
He's an
literally got
alcoholic.
attacked, and I'm the guy that's going to jail.
He's a woman beater. And when he said he was going to call his parents, hold on a second. Let me get this. This is what he used to look like.
You guys be.
Let me stop sharing this one. And let me show you what he used to look like. That's what he used to look like. That's his mugshot. Yep. He grew up on that show. He was kind of tall. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the body cam? No, no. This was his DUI arrest. So there he is right there. Brad Taylor. There he is. So there he is. That is Zachary Taylor. And this is his arrest. He's worrying about TMZ picking up his arrest. And this is for that assault 10 months ago. He's an alcoholic.
I just don't think I did
Hi,
anything
Venus.
wrong.
Good
man.
morning.
What's up, dear?
I don't think I did anything wrong.
This is Zachary. But we have another one,
shoot,
this woman that killed her husband, and they weren't even living together. I don't want to talk about him anymore because he's an abuser.
First on 5, a story that you'll see only on News 5. A woman accused of killing her husband
And I
on
have
New
a
Year's Day
follow-up
is
on this
speaking
one.
exclusively to WKRG News 5's
Hey,
Haley
Jacob.
Kennedy. Haley joins us now in the studio. And Haley, you sat down with this woman and her father today
Most
at
of
Metro
these child
Jail.
actors, I'm not going to say most of them. You look at Home Improvement, you look at Willis, and what's the Facts of Life? What's the other one with Willis and the little Gary Coleman? They all seem to have issues as they grow into adulthood. You don't know if these kids, well, we saw what happened on the Disney thing with all these people, with not Disney, with all these children being abused and molested. You have no idea what these kids go through. You have the parents that sit there and spend all their money instead of putting this money into a trust. That's happened to Emmanuel Lewis. It happened to Gary Coleman, Todd Bridges. You know, he's gotten his life back together. He just lost his mother, but he was strung out on drugs for years. You don't know what these kids are going through on these sets. The parents, most of them, push these kids to become actors, actresses, models, because they want that money. They want that money. Yep, parents are selling out their kids. So let's see.
To hear what they say happened, and they had quite a story to tell you.
Yeah, they sure did. Genesis Tanksley tells me what Mobile County Sheriff deputies are saying is not true, and that she does not have what it takes to kill anyone, let alone her husband. But she does know who did it.
This woman's crazy.
Hands and feet locked in shackles.
I've been wrongly accused by law enforcement, and that their job is for justice.
Genesis Tanksley is accused of killing her husband, Lazarus Tanksley, early on New Year's Day.
He was already shaking, and like you could see his soul leaving his body.
Mobile County deputies say Tanksley went to her husband's home, got into an argument, and shot him to death.
Exactly.
Tanksley says that's not true, claiming that she and Lazarus got to the house at the same time.
But there was a guy that was there. I noticed him.
That guy she describes is a 5'8" male with a darker complexion, but a stranger to her and her husband. She says the man tried to get into the back of her car, asking for a ride.
Lazarus came to the right side of the door, and then he opened it. Then, pow, the gun went off. He shot immediately.
She says witnesses helped get Lazarus into the car, and she drove him to USA Health, but then left him there.
Why didn't you stay at the hospital?
Because Lazarus was dead.
Leaving him for dead, Genesis says she went back to the house to gather evidence and to go tell her dad.
I promise.
So when she said what she said, I immediately shut down. I can't. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing. I can't take this.
Andre Kostarfin says when deputies knocked on his door, he already knew what would happen to his daughter.
You're going to be locked up tonight, and you're going to be accused of murder. This man right here, that detective, he's going to say you done it.
Now Genesis is locked in jail thinking about the person she says killed the love of her life.
Lazarus want him arrested, but me, I wouldn't say nothing.
You don't want him arrested?
I wouldn't try to judge nobody, but if I was God and I had to judge somebody, I wouldn't It won't be nice. It won't be none good. It won't be none good.
Do you want justice?
Yeah.
Look at it. I want justice. Let me show you.
Lazarus.
Here we go. I ain't got time for her. She crazy.
As we are continuing coverage on a story you will see only on News 5. Friends of the man who was dropped off dead at the hospital early on New Year's Day is speaking to News 5. Now, this follows our exclusive interview with the wife accused.
Let me just recap. She said she left him at the hospital because he was already dead. She said you can see his soul leaving his body. She just dropped him off at the hospital. Okay?
Of killing her husband.
News 5's Haley Kennedy has been following.
Didn't go in the hospital. Didn't have them call 911. Didn't tell them somebody shot her husband or the gun went off, as she said. Didn't do any of that. She just dropped him off because he was already dead. And she saw his soul leave his body. Now, the man's name is Lazarus. No pun intended. But did Lazarus rise from the dead? Just saying. The man could have had a miraculous recovery. How do you know he did? You dropped him off at the hospital. They could have revived him. How do you know? She didn't.
Following this story for us, and Haley, friends are telling you that the wife who you interviewed at Metro yesterday has a history of acting out against her husband.
Yeah, she sure does. Friends of Lazarus Tanksley tells me the two were not together and did not live in the same house. They say this all follows years of harassment, including Genesis allegedly busting the windows of his home and slashing his tires. They say the only reason why he kept her around was for their 2 kids.
So her name is Genesis.
Long live Larry, written on a flower vase.
His name is Lazarus. She calls him Lazarus. And her name is Genesis. That don't sit well. I don't know if she stopped to McDonald's or not. You know what, Venus? That's so wrong. Sorry. That's so wrong. She could have drove him straight to the funeral home. Shit. She saw his soul leave his body.
Placed at the murder scene.
It's literally like a movie. Nobody woke up and thought that Larry would be murdered. That don't even sound
now
right.
he call him Larry.
That don't sound right.
Larry.
Mobile County deputies say Lazarus Tanksley and his wife Genesis got into an argument when she shot him to death, then dropped him off at the hospital.
She was just a terrible person, that's all I'm gonna say.
Genesis reached out to WKRG News 5 Monday from Metro Jail, asking to share her story, claiming innocence and placing blame on another man.
I never seen him in picture. He was just out there just hanging out. Then he gonna jump in our conversation. That's weird. I knew it.
He jumped in a conversation, but he opened the door and then the gun went off? Girl, come on out with it. That's like that woman that saw that baby on the highway and then she was kidnapped by the clown that did her toenails. She had money in her socks. I can't with these people.
Then he had a gun on him. And then he gonna shoot like that so fast.
10 and 8. Shit.
And then he died after being shot once.
A bond that she thinks could not be broken.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute. She laughing. She laughing. Her husband is dead. He was shot once. His soul left his body. She dropped him off at the hospital, not knowing if he could be revived or not. His name is Lazarus. And she's laughing.
I love Lazarus. Lazarus, oh, God. It's personal. It's private.
Look at her.
That's for me.
But his friends say otherwise.
Started off good, then she started getting a little crazy.
Outside looking in, you know, every relationship got their ups and downs, but I would say it literally like a Six Flags roller coaster.
Accusing Genesis of stalking, busting his windows, and slashing his tires. They say Lazarus's New Year's Eve plans did not include her.
He was at one of our other friends' dad's house, you know, celebrating New Year's. Came home, she was here, and then everything went down.
Did he have any intention of seeing her that night?
I wouldn't think so.
The lifelong friends were shocked that they would no longer have their buddy, but they're not surprised Genesis is accused of his murder.
It's strategic. It looks just like I did it. It's very strategic.
Who did it then? We don't believe the story that some man that you never saw before in this neighborhood, you never saw him in a picture or anything, you don't know who he is, he just got in the middle of y'all conversation, he had a gun on him, and he just shot your husband for no reason. Just shot him for no reason. That makes no sense to me, girl. I'm sorry. I couldn't defend you. That's what I'm saying.
It just got me wondering, like, it did. It shook me a little bit.
You can't get out of this
It
one.
shook her a little bit.
You can't, because everything she was saying was not making sense.
Genesis will be back in court on the 16th for a preliminary hearing. In the studio, Haley Kennedy, WKRG News 5.
So Genesis is saying a strange man killed her husband for no reason. No reason at all. She never saw him before. And yeah, got you, Genesis.
So thank you everyone for coming.
Okay.
Here in a second here, I'm going to introduce the sheriff of Sutter County, Brandon Barnes.
Who killed her 11-year-old
son. He's going to provide a statement
son.
in regards to the incident that happened at Lovey's Landing yesterday.
Oh, Ginger. Hi, sweetie.
After his statement, he will start at the right of the room, and he will give an opportunity to ask questions.
I think she had those on when she was arrested. That's some damn good glue that's holding them eyelashes there. Because this happened New Year's Day. Now, I don't know if they're still on today or not, but it happened New Year's Day. And, I got to get into this other story tomorrow. But Sean Carter, you know, Jay-Z, is now being accused of hiring people to sue Tony Bugsby. And according to Bugsby, he has evidence to show that Jay-Z is paying people to come after him and his clients. Also, a judge did approve Jay-Z's attorney can file the motion to have the case dismissed against him for R-ing a 13-year-old. That doesn't mean the case is dismissed. He approved the motion being filed. So let's see what happens.
I do want to remind everybody this is still an active investigation, so he will be not able to answer a lot of questions, but he'll do the best he can. I will watch time. He is a busy man, and so we will have to cut this short.
Hi, sweet potato.
Do your best to answer the question, ask questions quickly. And from there, I'm going to introduce Sheriff Brandon Barnes.
He's got titties. No offense.
Welcome. My name is Sutter County Sheriff Brandon Barnes. For our media partners in the room, I'll spell that. It's B-R-A-N-D-O-N, and the last name is B-A-R-N-D-S.
Nobody can spell Brandon or Barnes, okay?
Yesterday, there was a tragic death in the town of Meridian of an 11-year-old boy. So I've called this press conference here today.
If it's going to be dismissed, it's going to be dismissed with prejudice, meaning they can't bring the charges again, but they didn't say it was going to be dismissed. They just gave them the leeway because they were being blocked from filing to have it dismissed. Last week, a judge gave them the approval to file to have the case dismissed. That doesn't mean it's going to be dismissed.
To keep our community informed, but also to provide some context to the information that was being discussed on social media platforms. First, before we get started, I want to offer my condolences to the child's loved ones, to the community of Meridian, because I know that they've been deeply impacted by this child's death. I want to acknowledge my staff who continue to work tirelessly on this investigation.
I'm going to heat up
all
my
three
tea
divisions
real quick.
within the Sheriff's Department. I want to thank the Meridian Fire Department, the Sutter County District Attorney's Office, California Fish and Wildlife, and the California Department of Justice, all who came out to assist us with this investigation. On Sunday, January 5th, around 10 a.m., we received a call from the manager of the Lovey's Landing trailer park located just outside the town of Meridian along the Sacramento River. It was reported that there was a verbal altercation that was occurring between two of the residents of the park. Deputies responded, and they spoke to the mother of the deceased boy, who was identified as 44-year-old Megan Dixon. Spelling of her name is M-E-A-G-A-N, and the last name, Dixon, is D-I-X-O-N. Miss Dixon was described by witnesses at the scene as having some type of drug-induced or manic episode. Fire personnel had arrived on scene just prior to the arrival of the Sheriff's Department, and the fire department had located the child deceased inside the trailer, and it appeared as though the child had been deceased for several days. Our detectives worked in cooperation with the district attorney's office to obtain a search warrant for the property. During the investigation, there was evidence to suggest that the child had been smothered. At this time, I cannot go into specific details on what that evidence is because obviously this is still an active and an ongoing investigation. The suspect in this case, Megan Dixon, has no real criminal history outside of a theft charge from about 20 years ago. She's lived at Lovey's Landing for about 3 years with her child and the child's stepfather. I want everyone to know that my detectives have spoken to the stepfather, and he is not a person of interest in this investigation. And we have information that suggests he's been out of town for several weeks visiting family. His name is not being released at this time out of respect for his privacy.
Excuse me, if you already put her name out there, okay? You put her name out there, you put out where she lives at. That's a click, 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 click on Google, and they can find his name, but I understand. Okay, go ahead.
An autopsy is being scheduled through the Placer County Morgue, who we contract with for services. So any official manner or cause of death will be pending the outcome of that autopsy, and then obviously we'll come back and provide information as that becomes available. Also during the investigation, there were 3 deceased dogs that were discovered on the property. 1 was actually in the trailer, and 2 more were located in a vehicle that was registered to Miss Dixon.
So she killed her son and 3 dogs. Tell me this woman is not Looney Tunes.
This portion of the investigation is also ongoing, and the dogs were preserved until a post-mortem exam of the dogs can be performed to determine what their cause of death was. Ms. Dixon is currently being held in the Sutter County Jail on charges relating to homicide and child endangerment.
$1 million
bail. Depending on the outcome of the investigation, there may be some additional charges that will be pending. So that's my official statement. With that, I'll be happy to answer whatever questions I can. Please keep in mind, as the undersheriff had noted, this is an active and ongoing investigation. We're working in cooperation with the district attorney's office. Certain information we won't be able to disclose, and some of it we haven't discovered yet. So, but I'll do my best to answer your questions. So we'll start on the right side here. Yes, sir.
So, husband's been out of town visiting family for weeks with a stepfather, her husband. The child is there with the mother. I think she wanted somebody's attention. I don't think he was just visiting relatives. I do believe that he left because he knows the bitch is crazy. Hi, sweet potato. Yes, I am feeling better and shit's just running. I'm feeling a lot better, but the concoctions I've been taking, and now I have a new one I'm going to do. I do believe this father was scared. He probably knew she was kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And so this is the story I was just...
We start with breaking news out of Henrico County, where Crime Insider sources are telling our John Burkett that a Henrico doctor's NICU nurse has been arrested and charged with child abuse and malicious wounding. This comes days after our Melissa Hippolyte reported that Henrico County Commonwealth's Attorney Shannon Taylor confirmed that her office had reopened a 2023 case involving a baby that experienced a fracture while in the NICU at Henrico Doctors Hospital. Last week, CBS 6 reported that the hospital was pausing admission to their NICU because 3 babies were found in late November and December with, quote, unexplained fractures, and that those incidents were similar to others in the summer of 2023 involving 4 other babies. We'll continue to follow this story and update the latest information on air and online.
So they had let her come back. So that's what I forgot. They had let her come back. And the shit started happening again. That's when they looked at the cameras and saw everything that was going on. Why didn't you look at the cameras before? is what I don't understand. Yeah, she had been suspended with pay. With pay. And I'm not going to mention, but somebody is going live today. I'm not going to mention anybody's name because I might jinx them. So I'm not going to say anything, but we all know who she is. And then I want to know if you guys actually believe this story. Okay. I'm going to show you this story, and I want to know if you guys actually believe this story. But then, the YouTuber, the big YouTuber who kidnapped a couple of women for a couple of hours. Oh God, I was supposed to be finding that footage, and I did not. Hold on.
New tonight, we are hearing from a woman in Winston-Salem who had a night at work she'll never forget. Someone robbed the Speedway gas station where she was working, then kidnapped her.
Yeah, police found Latoya McEachern hours later in Tennessee. She is back home tonight and shared her story with WFMY News 2's Nixon Norman.
Latoya McEachern says her mind was racing as she sat in her car with her kidnapper.
Be calm, shut your mouth.
She says she was going back and forth from hysterical to calm.
Prayer works, because I can tell you one thing, man, I was having these nasty thoughts. Is anybody looking for me? Does anybody know?
McEachern was working the night shift at the Speedway off University Parkway. She says regular customer D'Angelo Toomer came in, tapping his gun near the register. Not only did Toomer ask for the money in the register, he told McEachern to make sure her car was filled up because they were going for a ride.
We're going to take your car. I said, no, you can take the car. And he was like, no, we're going to take the car. I said, no, you can take the car. And he raised his gun to my face and go, no, we're taking the car.
At first, she said he made her drive, but Toomer eventually took over, eventually crossing the state line.
We was in Tennessee.
McEachern says Toomer wasn't aggressive. He was actually venting about a woman in his life.
I'm hearing this man sound so sad, but I don't care because I got kids at home.
It wasn't long before deputies in Unicoi County, Tennessee got the kidnapping alert, saw the car, and pulled it over after a brief chase. McEachern was tied up in the back seat, unharmed. Her family is understandably relieved.
I was so happy.
Okay, when I first heard this story, I was like, okay, so you helped somebody rob the place where you worked at, and you guys took a joyride. But then when I heard the part about her being tied up in the back seat, I was like, okay, maybe she was kidnapped. But why wouldn't he just take her car? Because she would call the police as soon as he pulled off. And he wouldn't have gotten as far as he did.
Without her being here, I didn't know what to do, but her coming back, I felt so happy.
Looking back, McEachern is shocked by the entire thing.
I think I would have been okay with him just taking those couple little dollars and those 2 packs of Newports, and that was that. Or even taking my car too, because I'm like, take the car, take it. But to take me and the car and the money, I'm like, wow, you greedy.
She's just happy.
Wow, you're greedy.
I thought I was going to be in pain, but I don't feel any pain.
In a statement today, Speedway wrote, quote, "The safety of customers and store associates is our primary concern. We're deeply grateful to the first responders who safely located our associate." Now, as for the suspect, D'Angelo Toomer is in custody awaiting possible extradition.
See,
A North Carolina suspect wanted for kidnapping and armed robbery was arrested after a police chase in Unicoi County this morning.
Yeah, the suspect reportedly had a hostage, and North Carolina authorities were able to track their location to Unicoi County, where police there found him and the kidnapped woman. The victim has been returned safely to her family. News Channel 11's Karen Jenkins reveals how all of this played out. Karen?
Yeah, this all started late last night when someone
stalking her, she knew him. He's a regular. He had the gun. Now, at the gas station, they are little buttons that you press, and they are. I had a friend of mine that owned a couple of them, and well, I don't know if they all equipped with it, but I guess him being a regular customer, she never thought this would kick off the way it did. But the whole thing with him taking her in the car, and he only got 2 packs of Newport cigarettes, I'm like, are we for real? But when I heard about it, I was like, because I know for a fact I had a couple of my brother's friends. He was dating this chick. Well, friends that I knew through my brother. He was dating this chick, and she helped him rob the Chase Bank in Houston. He came in, robbed her, and then didn't give her the money he said he was going to give her. And she got mad and turned him in. And then he told on her. So when you hear stuff like that, you're like, wait a minute. This doesn't sound right. There's an update now. There are 5 people that are now dead in California. Hold on. It just popped across my screen. There are 5 dead as these fires are burning. 5. Here we go.
In Altadena with the latest on the devastation. My goodness. Hey, good morning.
Hi, Melvin, Jen. We continue to see that large plume of smoke coming from the hills above Altadena, and we're now showing you more of the hundreds of structures that have been damaged here or destroyed. We're now looking at someone's home, or at least what's left of it. 2135 North Lake Avenue. There's a vehicle here in the driveway that got a little damaged, a barbecue grill and air conditioning unit, but other than that, there's really not much that we can recognize here. You see 2 vehicles here that were left torched as well. So we were looking at some of the pictures online, what used to be here. It looks like there was a single-story home, and just behind it, a guest house. Completely gone right now. And I want to have Carlos Jacinto show you some of the activity right next door. There's a power pole right here, a utility pole that was snapped in half during the fire as those flames were rushing through. That's what we've seen here around this neighborhood. A lot of power lines and trees that have come down and left burned here, some in the middle of the street right now. So this is a home, and then over this way, we have a few more businesses. So what you're looking at just behind these trees, this is actually a home decor store at 2141 North Lake Avenue. And then you have the Altadena Boys and Girls Academy, a preschool right next door, a chiropractic office, and also a restaurant a little farther down. This is all right across the street from Charles Elliott Arts Magnet Academy. We know that Pasadena Unified School District officials say 5 public schools were damaged by the fire. So that's also going to be an impact. And when you look at this damage, you just hope that people who were evacuating left safely. We know this is a deadly fire. 5 lives have been claimed. We're still working to get more information. Not too many details on those circumstances. But you'll notice just behind this damaged property, there are some on Crawford Street, just behind this street. So there are blocks here in this area that have been left leveled. The destruction is just amazing. The fire continues to burn. And I want to have Carlos also show you the sky, because as the sun comes up, we're not really seeing very many clouds, just a big swath of smoke. And some of the mountain ridge lines there are not even visible because of all this smoke that's still making its way through here in the Altadena area. That's the latest here, but it is just shocking to see the amount of damage and destruction here now that the sun is starting to come up.
It is, and I also have to remark, I mean, it's not just these tree-lined streets and neighborhoods and homes. You're talking about industrial areas full of concrete, like you've been reporting on, catching on fire and burning to the ground.
Yeah, and to be honest, we don't know what has been burning. A lot of these buildings that are no longer there, we don't know what was inside, maybe some materials that are toxic and people could be breathing them in. So that's always a big concern. There's an auto shop, a Brake Masters, just 2 buildings down that's also been leveled. So just imagine the fumes, some of the chemicals that are coming out of these structures. Definitely not a good situation for anybody around these areas.
All right, Mario, thank you.
Please pray for these families with all this devastation that's going on. But I wanted to show you guys something before I get out of here. I wanted to show you Lisa. This is like August. Okay, I wanted to show you Lisa. This was August 18th. I want you to see Lisa, how she looked in August. And I know I've been showing you, but this is Lisa in August when she was still in her apartment, okay? Let's see. I want you to get a good view of her. This is Lisa in August. Come on. She's spinning. This is her in August. And she was
with no electric. Okay? That's it.
I just want to get
I mean,
the part where she's
it's
raging.
that simple. Lisa, boo!
Look.
12. PayPal. Friends and family.
Look at her then.
If you can help,
And if
I'd
you see her
appreciate
now,
it.
she looks like
Thank
Skeletor.
you. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. It's pinned. It's on the sticker. PayPal. Lisa, boo. 12. PayPal. PayPal. I'd appreciate it. Friends and family, if you can send. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm done fucking playing with them. That's it. I'm done playing with these motherfuckers on here. Done. I'll say it louder as these are off.
Look at
Yay,
her.
here we go.
You're asking
Shut
people,
them down
this is
again.
her. When she's still in the
Here we
apartment,
go.
look how much weight she had on her.
Lisa,
okay? That's how much
boo,
weight she had on her in
12.
August. Look at her now. August. That's what she looked like in August. She hasn't been on in a few days. I want to give a good picture. Here we go. That's how she.
We did not put numbers in the fucking chat, cunt. Nope. Lisa R XXO. Lisa R XXO. Your mom, you ugly fat pig. Lisa R XXO. I'm on my way to the pharmacy.
40 pounds. 40 pounds. And she doesn't know why she's lost all this weight. It's called you're smoking yourself to death. This is her.
To try to handle this. So if anybody can help, they're on there just writing stupid shit. Go back over to Reddit with the other losers and stay off my page. Thank you.
Who's the loser? Who's on TikTok begging for money? For cigarettes and supposedly food to eat? Who is on TikTok begging for people to give her a co-payment for her dad's medicine? Who's on TikTok begging? But she calls people fat. She calls them ugly. This woman has not looked in a mirror. She has not looked in a mirror. She's entitled. Thank you, Aesop's. You do need to do a live. You really do.
Lisa R XXO.
Yes,
Cash
exactly.
App.
Damn it, Mandy.
I'm still $10 short. Wait, 16, I'm $11 short. 11.
And you still have these people, this is coming from Mickey Mouse. You still have these people giving her money, knowing full well she's not using this shit for food because there's food at her parents' home. There is food at her parents' home. Now, I was talking about Mandy the other day. They all had a shit fit because Melita allowed Kim on panel. But Mandy had no problem bringing Lisa on panel, knowing how she has scammed, but Kim helped her, as they said. But you know she's the one that's up there lying and scamming people. The shit is sick. Where does who live now? I don't know who.
Short to get, and that's just his meds. That's not my phone. Well, I'm gonna do phone bill, or I'm gonna do medicine, food, phone bill.
So her dad supposedly needs a copay. Her phone is supposedly turned off. She's using her mom's phone, but then she says her mom doesn't know anything that's going on because she's so naive. But we all heard the call between her and Kim and her son, where her mom was giving or selling pills to her grandson, Calliope, to keep him off the streets from getting it. Her mom is not naive. Not at all. Supposedly she can't do a live in her dad's home, but she's been doing these lives in her dad's home. She said her dad was still in the hospital. Her brother busted her and told everybody on the live stream, she doesn't need any money. Our dad is home. They do. They coddle her. This is sick. Where does Lisa? She lives with her mom and her dad.
Who was that? Fuck you, bitch.
This is her.
Would you want? Okay, that's fine. Well, I'll get what's his name's info and post it on there, and we'll see how you like it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
People.
So
Extort people.
I'm talking to a text just so you guys know.
PA.
Lisa RXXO, you don't got time, but you sit in your fucking room all day, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Lisa RXXO, Cash App, Cash App, Cash App. Swear to God, one phone call, one message. Everybody, everything that I know, everything I've been told, every motherfucker this app. You think I'm playing? Everybody, everything that I know, everything I've been told, every motherfucker who didn't help so he didn't get his medicine, I'll tear it up. I don't care. I have nothing else to lose. I know people that do. I'll tear it up. Just so you know, just so we're aware.
Nobody's scared of you.
Everybody who's texting and doxing and everything else. And I need to find out what we're going to do about that actually too, because you're not allowed to do that shit. And the only person that would have had my dad's number to put it out to begin with would have been Kim Rhea.
No, bitch. You showed your phone by mistake a few months ago when you moved in with your dad. You gave out that information when you were on the thing, so people saw your dad's phone number. Shut up.
At the beginning, Kim Rhea. She's the only one that would have had his number. I've never used my dad's phone. I use my dad's. You want to know how she got it? I called her from my dad's phone. She got the number. I don't use my dad's phone ever. That's who doxed my dad's number to begin with. I don't care what the fuck she says. And that's it. Now, my mom's number, I did let that lady Christy have it. She doxed it. But not my dad's. Oh, no, no.
She doesn't care what she's doing to her family. She's bringing all of this stuff to her dad's front door. She said the other day on Mandy's, she never said her mom hadn't eaten in 4 days, but she did. She said she never said she was put out, but she did in that email that she sent begging for help. This woman is a liar. And when I was listening to her on Mandy's panel, I wanted to just sit there. I did. I pulled up Mandy's thing. I was going to send her a message. I said, it's not even worth it.
That's who will be to blame when anything goes down. Will be Kimberly fucking Rhea. Just so we're fucking sure, okay? Just so we're sure that that's what's going to happen. And thank you guys for not helping with this fucking medicine. Fuck you. And let's see what happens. Today might be a fun day. Since I wasn't on yesterday, today actually might be a fun fucking day for everybody. Everybody who wants entertainment, I'm here to give it, right? And so I'm here to make people pay.
She's here to make people
fucking pay. And it's not for not helping. It's for being fucking dickheads. And we'll see what happens because you guys don't know what kind of messages I'm getting and what's going on over on the other.
She did that one. She was supposed to go and get her dad's medicine, right? This was early in the day. Early in the day, she was going to get her dad's medicine. Go and get his medicine early in the day. That night, she goes, she was on her way home with her dad's medicine. Wait a minute. 9 hours later, she's walking home.
He said he needed it. I overheard that he needed it. And he doesn't have the money till he gets paid. So he's going to wait till Monday. We can't wait till Monday.
picking up?
He needs it. It's seizure
Who's picking up
medicine
his
from the
medicine?
hospital. So I took it upon myself to try to get it, okay? So for all yins over, I'm getting sent clips. Why? And you guys are gonna fucking call his phone and blow him up? What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Really? Sick in the head. A bunch of adults acting like 2-year-olds, what you guys are.
Medicine. It took her
It's
9
my fault.
hours.
I didn't dox my dad's number. I never put my dad's number anywhere near that. Wow.
Look. She's high as a kite.
But yeah, they did. They did. I got home earlier and I told my mom what had happened, showed her some smart texts that I got.
So there she goes. She says her mom is naive. She doesn't know what's going on. Right here, she's saying again how she showed her mom these messages. She said before how she's shown her mom these messages. But her mom is naive. She doesn't know what's going on.
Saying that they were going to dox my whole family.
Your family is out there.
So I showed my mom and I said, what should we do? Should I call the police? My mom's like, no, they're not going to do shit. I was like, I know, but still, it just pisses me off. So
she lied.
My dad, I said to her, well, they already doxed daddy's number in his Facebook. And she said, oh, that's why his phone's been blowing up. He was resting, sleeping, and yins are fucking calling him over and over and over and over.
So, another lie. Another lie. She lied the other day on Mandy's panel, saying her mom had no idea what was going on. Her mom is so naive. But yet she had her mom to do what, a Venmo for, or not a Venmo, a PayPal or a Chime. Yep, that's exactly what she said.
Like, seriously, dude. I think my mission, because when I put my mind to something, obviously I get it done, right? I think my mission is going to be to find the trolls on here that are the biggest and the loudest pieces of shit over these past couple months and give them a little bit of my karma. Maybe start doxing their parents and grandparents and put their numbers out, shit like that. And maybe if people see that it ain't so fun to do shit like that, they'll stop doing it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Either way. But if you can help, because now...
Oh, it was Chime. Okay.
Like I said, I had to take what I got yesterday and today. Or not even yesterday, the day before.
But she said she hadn't gotten any money. She had 27 cents. Now she's saying she had to take what she got the day before. This is the lie.
And get my dad's medicine, but I got it for him. He didn't ask me to get it for him. He didn't ask me to ask you to get it for him. He said he needed it. I overheard that he needed it. And he doesn't have the money till he gets paid. So he's going to wait till Monday. We can't wait till Monday. He needs it. It's seizure medicine from the hospital. So
the hospital would have gave him
I took it upon myself to try to get it. Okay.
Out.
So for all yins over, I'm getting sent clips of people saying like, "Oh, he shouldn't trust her with the medicine." Shut the fuck up. It's seizure medicine, number one, and number two, he don't even know I'm bringing this home. He's gonna be so happy.
So here's the thing: he doesn't know she's bringing it home. How do you know what pharmacy it was called into? How did you get the prescription to pick it up? How? When I used to go get my mom's medication from the pharmacy, unless they're used to seeing me, I would have her ID with me or her in the car. How do you know where to pick up this medicine from? You don't have an ID. Remember, you keep saying you don't have an ID when you lied and told everybody, begged everybody for the money to get an ID because you had to take the bus to go to rehab. How did you pick up your dad's medicine, Lisa? People don't ever question this shit. How do you pick up your dad's medicine?
Honestly. Number three, if you can help, like I said, message me or email me, lisharvey@gmail.com, or text me if you have my number.
Exactly.
If you have an iPhone, they're going through on my regular number, right? They're going through because iPhone to iPhone, right? If you don't, email me and I will message you from my other number, my text now number I'm using, okay? But yeah, if you can help,
This is
I'd
her.
appreciate it.
Wait a
That's why
minute.
I
I
came
have
on,
one
was
more I
to
want
say
to
hey and
say
ask.
with the lie
And let you guys know I
that
did.
she says. The fucking blatant lies. And people are still believing this bullshit. Look at her.
Everybody fucking has doxed everything. Like I said, if you have an iPhone, right, you can text me on my number. To email somebody from the internet and say, try to tell them they have to do something. Yeah, not in this lifetime, ma'am. Not me, at least. Don't bully fucking me, bitch. Thing on it, I just like plain with ranch. Plain with ranch dressing on the side.
But she said nobody could send anything to her dad's house because he'll be really upset. Now she's telling you to send her a plain pizza with ranch. So I guess daddy's not upset, right? Exactly, Chantel. Exactly. She's a liar.
Ma'am, I understand I've done it to myself, but I'm trying to,
You're not trying to do anything.
Make it better, and I need to eat, though. Like, I don't have anything to eat. My mom don't get her stamps till next week, she said. Whoa, oh, who's this? Nobody. My hand is numb, guys.
Her hands are numb, but she begged for money for gloves a few months back. And supposedly she had gloves. Now her hands are numb.
Ma'am, I understand making it better isn't begging. But in the meantime, I don't have any weight to be losing any more weight. You understand? So I have to eat at least once a day. I didn't eat yesterday, okay? And I didn't eat at all today. I'm hungry. I mean, I'm sorry. And I don't know where, there's nothing I can do. I don't like getting on here and asking. I try not to. I really fucking do. I know you don't think I don't, but I do. I'm just trying, y'all, you know? I really am. Just hungry. If I gotta go to bed hungry, I will. It's fine. I'm just saying, I just figured I'd go, come on, say hey while I was walking back from the pharmacy and see if anybody could help. That's all. Not the end of the world, I guess. But I am hungry, guys. Just trying. But you can email me. I'm home now, so Lisa Harvey at gmail.com. Yeah. Don't slip. Okay, I don't have ramen. If I had it, I'd probably eat it. Even though I don't like it, I would really fucking eat it. But please email me, guys. Please. 1.2K. I don't think there's anybody good in here because it's all the fucking haters, dude. That usually 1.2K haters. Oh.
And she just rubs it with her hands. That's her. Okay? That's the liar. That's the liar and the scammer that people keep giving money to. You saw how she looked in August. Now you see how she looks now. She looks like Skeletor. And every time I look at Mandy, I'm thinking something is really wrong with you. Amanda was caught in her mother-in-law's building yesterday. What do you mean caught? I thought she couldn't come back on TikTok. What do you mean caught? I thought everybody said she lived there. Has Amanda been arrested again? I'm waiting, Chantel. Tell me. Let me see. Okay. So, oh God. All right, let me see. She was live in the mother-in-law's laundry room. Maddie and Gerald. Maddie looks horrible. Yeah, she looks horrible though. So the mother-in-law does have an RO on her. So what was she doing there? I'm sorry, I meant to mute myself. Oh, damn. Who has that video? Hi, Mustang Sally. Chantel, what do you have the video? So I can go take a look at it? But Kate Martin has gained a lot of weight. And she's working. I didn't hear her husband when you covered her that day. But I want to see this video with Amanda. Where do I find it? Is it on Facebook? Hi, Mustang Sally. You got her live. Oh, shit. Chantel, can I play it? Wait a minute. Chantel. I thought they kicked her off of TikTok. Chantel Gucci. She went live 3 times. So which one? I see you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Which is the one she got caught on? Was it the first one or the last one? Hold on. I think this is the one.
And I'm trying to get help with $25.
Oh my God.
House and get out of this toxic town and get back to my safe place. And I'm needing $25 more.
So Frank is visiting his mom.
House on the screen. Zelle is in my bio.
And she is on TikTok begging for $25.
Somebody's letting me stand in their laundry room to stay warm. I just don't know how long I can stand in here.
She's lying. She's at Frank's mom's laundry room. Okay.
I'm just trying to get back to my safe place.
Another liar, another drug addict, another beggar.
CA.
Well, the other one should be on Facebook. I'm going to find it. I'll look for it. She's in the laundry room at Frank's mom's house. Well, at her apartment complex.
PayPal, which is on the screen, and a Zelle in my bio.
Okay.
I'm kind of stranded.
And just be lying. So did she get money, Chantel?
23 is the exact amount.
I'm a mom of an adult child who went through the throes of addiction. Never did my kiddo beg like this. Oh, the stories I could share.
So I'm just trying to get a taxi. I haven't been on for a while. This is my last resort because...
It's not your last resort. This is what you do all the time.
And I'm not going to be mad at her for having to get back to her kids because that would be very selfish of me.
She got the money.
It just sucks I'm stranded. Hey, Courtney.
Oh my God. These people know that she's lying.
I'm in somebody's laundry room because they saw me outside in the cold. Zelle is in my bio.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'm going to look. I'll find because somebody has it. Like the night her and Frank was caught. She went live. I'm not going to play no more of her. She went live and she was saying that she was stranded. They sent her the money. They caught her and she went across the street from where she and Frank are staying to the ATM machine to pull the money out. She's not 43 years old. She looks old. Just like Lisa is 39. 39 years old. These people are, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, this one. Hold on. I got to do this and then I got to go. Hold on. Let me show you this. This is Christmas Day. Christmas Day.
Oh my God.
Here's Lisa.
Oh my God. I know you don't care. Don't send to her payment apps anymore. Please. And Kim won't answer. Nobody will answer. Nobody will help. And I kept saying, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. And then she thought this would be a good idea. I told her before I went on, please, just, and she, oh my God, she blocked me. It's not acting. I wish it was. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck is the matter with you? It's Christmas. You picked today.
Look at all
of
the
all
blood
days
on her
to do this
teeth.
to me. What the fucking Kim? What the fuck? Oh my God. You took it. If you have a way to help, please message me, please. I don't know what to do.
You got it in a short? Hold on a second. Let me go look. A short. No, I don't see a short. Anyway, this is bullshit. Bullshit. But check out Chantel Gucci's channel. I love this one, the parody you did. So we just saw Amanda, and this is what Chantel was doing.
I'm just asking to see if I could have
She was doing
$50
Amanda
for
here.
taxi. I have to go to City Hall to go fix my ID and stuff.
See, she's got to go to City Hall, and City Hall is right behind her.
And yeah, there's no buses, there's no Uber. I only have to take a taxi.
So that's the parody
There's no buses
that she was doing. Look,
no
she's
buses.
got to go to City Hall, guys. She needs an Uber, but there's no Ubers there. So Chantel did that parody. I cracked the fuck up. But anyway, I'm going to go. You guys have a great day. I know you were at City Hall. I'm going to go make me some more tea and put some turmeric in it. Well, turmeric, honey, and black pepper. I'll try that too. This shit is too funny. But have a great day, everybody. Thank you. I'm going to go back and finish watching Jimmy Carter's funeral and keep an update on these fires. And I need to check out that story that Wisco Gal sent to me. Thank you, Heidi, and all chat for being. Yes, thank you all for being here. Thank you. Sounds like Lisa hoped Kim would help her out because it would. Yeah, but Kim is not giving her any more money. Even though this time her dad was in a hospital, Kim still didn't give her a penny. She's lied so many times on her dad. Now, there's a guy that does a parody of Lisa, and he calls her Methany. Oh my God, hold on a second. I think I sent it to myself. Hold on. I think I sent it to myself. He does a parody of Lisa. He calls her Methany. Hold on. Let me see. Can I find it? No. Let me see. Lisa. He does a parody of Lisa. And I can't find it, but I swore I sent it to myself. Oh, I think this is it. Hold on. I think this is it. Oh, yeah, I found it. Hold on, guys. I have it. Hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. And you guys follow him. He's on Facebook.
Ain't made no dollars. Why?
Because they were doing this.
Hold on.
It don't come up.
He does a lot.
All right, now, Methany, what did you say was going on over there?
If anybody can help donate anything so I can eat lunch, I want to go get in the shower. I don't want to. I've already been doing this for an hour. I haven't gotten $1.
You've been online panhandling for 1 hour and ain't made no dollars. Why?
Because they were doing this. It don't come up.
Oh, yeah, and saying your cash app don't come up. Well,
Well,
why
you
you don't
did.
just get
Okay.
a job then, Methany?
No. I already explained that 1,000 times why I can't do that.
Lord, these new content creators just be out here begging. Tell it to me and I'm going to see if I can find it.
It's the FAMX.
Spell it.
THEFAMX.
Nope, ain't nothing pop up but an ad for Indeed.com.
Now you guys can't find it, really?
Why would I lie? I ain't got time to be messing with you and just making stuff up.
If I go over here and I find it on my other phone.
I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna come up.
Let me see. Go on Cash App.
Just do it and then hurry up.
I am. Shut up, Abby.
Don't be rude.
Abby. Because I have no money to eat and no smokes, and they're playing games.
That's not our problem.
Playing freaking games.
Ain't nobody playing games. Now I'm telling you the truth. The truth. I had somebody send you something. Just check your phone.
All right, let me look.
Yeah, she said check your inbox.
Send it on Cash App or don't send it at all, ma'am.
She said she can't find it.
It's right here.
Where?
It's right here.
Show me.
It's right here.
Hell yeah. She said she didn't send it to that. She said check your inbox. She sent you 20 job applications.
Wow. Like, I can't believe that. Abby!
Yeah, they're having trouble in the house. That's a domestic. She said check your PayPal.
I don't have PP.
What you need some money for anyway? Like, how much you need, girl, for real?
I need 25 to eat and maybe get a pack of smokes so I can get off of here and stop dealing with this.
Roger that. She said we ain't finna help fund your addictions now, and you can go on down there and get you some food stamps for the one time.
I don't have stamps! My son, they took him! They took him!
Let me call you back. All right. Yeah, tell me how to do it again.
Put what you're gonna put in. Put $5. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Hit pay.
Pay, hit.
Then go to $sign. The.
Yeah.
All I had to hit was the, and it came up.
Now, damn it, finish telling me. I'm trying to find it and help you.
The FAMX. There you go.
Nope, nothing.
I'm right there. I'm right there. It didn't come up. It didn't come up. It didn't come up.
I mean, if you want me to show you, I can.
Like, why do you do this to me?
Y'all realize he has a scale in his hand, right? It's a scale to weigh drugs on. It's not a phone. It's a scale.
What'd I do?
Please explain.
Well, it's a scale phone.
I just don't get it.
They use this to weigh stuff. Like what you need the $20 for. They gonna weigh it with this.
I want to eat. I want to eat. I'm not going from 7 until 7:30 tonight without at least eating something. Like, I already have no smokes.
All right, I'm for real this time. I'm gonna quit messing around. What's your address? I'm gonna go ahead and send some DoorDash over there to you since you're hungry.
The only food I want is the THEFAM.
Look at her nails. Look, oh shit, I stopped it.
X.
Her nails are black from the soot.
Well, it sounds like to me you need an APP LIC.
No! No! There's police investigations.
No, they're not.
There's all kinds of stuff going on. Nothing is to be delivered anywhere around me. No, sir. Sorry. No. No.
It'll be okay. You're a content creator. Just post content. You'll get paid for that.
It's not okay. If it was okay, I'd have $10 coming through and I could be like, all right, guys, I'm out of here. And I could go.
You can go to the method man.
No, that's not it at all. That's not it at all. That's not it at all. I'm not gonna get to eat.
Look at this shit.
I'm not gonna get to eat.
Quit lying, Methany. All you trying to eat is air biscuits. No, she sent you a job application. You should be happy with that. I'm out.
I'm telling everybody what she did. I'm putting this all over the fucking internet. You
Yes.
can put shit all
Damn
over the
shit
internet.
she
Just
always
wait.
does when she
Your
doesn't get any
name's
money.
gonna be more famous than mine. Just wait.
Do you know the method man? The method man. The method man.
There is Lisa in all her glory. That guy cracks me the hell up. So y'all need to follow him. He is actually on Facebook, and this is his name. Hold on, let me get you his name so you can follow him. He's always roasting Lisa, always roasting Lisa, and he does a good job of it, but he calls her Methany. This is his name right here. So Methany is something else, okay? I love you guys. I'm out of here. Have a great, great, great Thursday, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, I see it. I'm going to go look at it, Wisco Gal, and pull up some stuff on it, and we'll discuss it tomorrow. I'm going to pull up some stuff. I got to do a little research on it. Y'all have a great day. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.